Hey guys, welcome to Xbox On. Now, a brand new update is coming to Xbox One really soon, and it has a ton of new awesome features.
So we've been spending a load of time learning everything that you need to know, and here's what we found out.
The first thing you'll notice when you turn your console on is the new home screen. What I love about this is the way it really champions the game or app you've most recently been using. Instead of boxing in the game, it lets the artwork take over about half the screen, making your Xbox One feel like a special themed machine. If you try loading up other games, you'll get a better idea of how different games alter the look of the home screen. The only problem is, if you find a piece of art that looks particularly awesome, you might never want to change the game. In this expanded main tile, you can also get easier access to other content associated with the game. The large buttons below can take you to the hub, where you'll find the latest news, or you can start looking through clubs and looking for groups to find fellow fans to play with. You can also see hub information from your other recent games, pointing out any key news that might draw you back in. And don't worry, your pins haven't gone anywhere. As always, tapping right trigger hops you down to the base of the screen.
Along with the new home menu, the Creators Update is completely reworking the guide. The first thing to know is how much easier it is to activate. A single tap of the Xbox button on your controller and the guide slides into view. It works the exact same way whether you're on the home menu or in a game. It's pretty quick and painless. The whole menu system feels a lot faster than before, jumping between different areas the moment you press the button. Now, let's take a look at the guide itself. The start page of the guide offers a lot of features that would normally only be found on the home menu. You can jump straight to your games and apps from this button, or hop into the front of the store page using the one next to it. It also displays recently played games or apps, letting you dive back into them at the press of a button. If you're playing background music, you can also take control of the songs and volume, which is great for adding your own epic soundtrack to your game of choice. But our favourite addition has to be the pins at the bottom of the start page. If, like me, you have a couple of games and apps that you're addicted to, you can just hop straight into them. Yes, I know I've got the True Achievements app, but it doesn't mean that I've been cheating in World Tires Achievements. I know what you guys are like. Please.
If you cast your mind back to 2016, you might remember Microsoft acquiring the streaming service Beam. If you open up the new guide menu and shift down to the bottom, you'll find Beam living on every machine. And it makes streaming an absolute pushover. For starters, if you don't have a Beam account, it will automatically create one based on your gamer tag when you first access the menu. After that, select Start Broadcasting and you're good to go. It gives you all kinds of handy options, such as using Connect for Facecam or turning on microphone or party chat, and you can also set the placement of the broadcast overlay so that it doesn't block your view. It's really intuitive and hassle-free. I love how quickly I can go from playing a game to playing and streaming. And thanks to Beam's incredible low latency, that's the gap of time between you doing something and your audience seeing it, it makes it so much easier for your viewers to interact with you in the chat. Indeed, down the line, there will be ways for viewers to directly get involved in the game, adding monsters to your survival mode, for example. It'll make chat a really playful, interactive space. So why not start getting your streaming practice in now for when Beam arrives with the Creators Update.
The first thing I do whenever a new update arrives on Xbox is to check to see if it makes life easier for achievement hunters, because isn't that what it's all about? Good news is, I absolutely love the new features the Creator Update brings. Highlight the achievement tab of the guide and you'll be given a couple of options. There's the list of achievements for the game that you're currently playing, which is very important stuff as you aren't going to boost your gamer score without them. Even better, there's an amazing achievement tracker feature. Where you used to be able to track achievements in a snapped app, you can now overlay the achievements on the game directly. The option menu lets you change the transparency of the tracker, the number of achievements inside it, and where it sits on the screen. This last one is very important as you don't want the tracker blocking your view of the game. You can select which achievements to follow by marking them as favorites and you're ready to go. I don't know about you, but I love seeing the little achievement bars slowly filling up on the screen. It really makes you want to have one more go. Of course, what is the point of unlocking all these achievements if you can't rub that success into your friends' faces? Thanks to the new achievement tab, you can quickly bring up the game score leaderboard to see how your monthly unlock stacks up against people on your friends list. This has always been one of Xbox One's best features, but now that it's so much easier to find, I hope it'll stir up a little bit of competition.
Next up, a shout out for Cortana, but not too loud, just in case she hears us and starts asking for stuff. If you aren't aware of her work, we're not talking about the Master Chief's buddy turned maniac, but Xbox One's virtual assistant. Using either Kinect or any connected mic, you can summon her with the call of, "Hey Cortana," and start asking her questions about life, the universe, and everything. New to the Creators Update is the ability to program reminders. These are messages Cortana can relay to you at a specific time. If you plan to play your friends online, you just need to say, "Remind me to play Overwatch at 10 PM, and come 10 PM, Cortana will remind you to play." If you ask her to remember something without a specific time, she'll note it in her reminder screen where you can read it later. Of course, you'll have one less excuse for failing to turn up to online social events, but it's a pretty awesome addition to the console.
Now, if you've been watching Xbox On for the last few months, you've probably seen me and Lydia messing around with Copilot. This new feature is a brilliant new idea. It lets two controllers act as one. In other words, you can control one game with two controllers at the same time. It basically turns every single player game into a co-op experience, as the second player can hop on to help the first player steer through a harder part of the game. It's a great feature for so many reasons. It makes the Xbox One so much more welcoming to new players. A parent can hop onto a second pad to help their kid through a tough part of the game, or a player with physical disabilities can split the controller between two pads instead of being restricted to one. Even if you're a more experienced gamer, you can get something out of it, using the mode to make co-op challenges out of your favorite games. Think you can unlock the Mile High Club achievement with two people sharing controls? Hopefully, you'll do better than us. And this is just one of the many new features being added in the Creators Update to make Xbox One more accessible. Both Magnify and Narrator are being further developed. These are great features you have to check out when the update arrives. The new update also makes it much easier to take screenshots and record footage of those amazing gaming moments. We've all been there. You pull off the greatest goal, headshot, or Forza drift that the world has ever seen, only the world didn't see it because you were playing alone in your bedroom. Now you just need to pop into the guide and press X to record that. You can use the pop-up menu to select how you want the game DVR to function. You can ask it to start recording new footage or to record anything from the last 15 seconds to the last 5 minutes. Or you can press the Y button to take a screenshot of a particularly awesome sight you find inside the game. If you then set this screen as your custom background, you also benefit from the new home menu design. There's nothing like booting up your console and seeing your handiwork filling the less cluttered home screen. Make sure you try your own background when the Creators Update arrives.
The last feature is more of a hint of things to come. If you go into the audio options, you'll find you can now select Dolby Atmos for headphones. This is incredible audio tech that creates a three-dimensional sense of sound. It's already supported in some movies, and Xbox One adds support in this upcoming update, but it has far-reaching implications for games. The ability to sense if an enemy is above or below you based on footsteps alone is a huge tactical advantage in any multiplayer shooter, and will be one of the many uses of Dolby Atmos as developers begin working it into their games. The really clever bit is that you don't have to own a dedicated Dolby Atmos speaker system. The technology will work with virtually any pair of headphones. Until now, 3D spatial sound has required more advanced gaming headsets, so the idea of hearing that advanced sound from any headset you own is really exciting. Obviously, we have to wait for games to be updated with the feature, but it's going to be pretty revolutionary when it arrives.
So there we have it, loads of awesome new features. Let us know in the comments what your favourites are. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content.
And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and check out another one of our videos whilst you're at it. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.